Hey everyone! Before we get started with this week's episode, we just want to let you know that we had a bit of an audio microphone issue. My voice may seem a little more echoier than usual. Our apologies for that, but we hope you still enjoy the episode.
Hi everybody!
Welcome to our fourth episode of our podcast.
Today we are going to be talking about some food-related topics. But before we start that, Josh, how was your week?
Oh, my week was eventful. This week we actually had our Christmas concert. And so it was super busy. We decided to have two concerts in one day. So I was at school from 6:45 to 10:30. So it was a super long day. It was a good time, really proud of our kids and all they accomplished, but there's a funny thing that happened in between, and so in between the kids could choose if they want to go home or if they wanted to stay at school. So I think around 40 kids stayed at school, and I was like, I'm gonna be the cool hip teacher and get them some treats because they're staying there for a couple extra hours, right? So I'm like, okay, I want to go get some Timbits. And so I drive over to get some Timbits and some coffee because I was really tired. And I go to the drive-thru and I said, hey, can I get a box of 50 Timbits? And the person was like, oh, sorry, we're sold out of all Timbits. And
all Timbits? They had no Timbits.
And I was like, wait, oh, why? What's going on? It's like, oh, because of the Tim Biebs. The Biebs. He's still popular.
So they didn't even have the regular normal Timbits?
So that's the thing. It's so does it mean that Tim Biebs are not that special? Are they just regular Timbits?
What?
But I guess they did say they had the 3 extra flavors or whatever, right?
Yeah. But you think they would have just the regular one?
I know. So
unless
then
they
I
just
told the
stop
kids I was going to get Timbits, right? Because I'm the cool teacher. And then I come back and I'm like, sorry guys. I have nothing to offer. I'm not buying 50 donuts for you guys. I felt like I was a terrible teacher. But another story that happened, it was I guess a weekend a bit ago. So we had our parent-teacher interviews. And so we had our progress reports. We send reports home. The parents look at it, and then we freak out and we wait for the meetings. So I wake up that morning. I wake up a little bit earlier just to freshen up, get some coffee in my system. I have an espresso machine, so I put the capsule in and I clicked it, and I was getting my lunch ready, and I realized that I forgot to put a mug in the thing. So luckily I put it in, and I got 3/4 of the cup. So okay, it's fine. I'll just add extra oat milk to fill it up. And then I'm like, oh, whatever, it's fine. And getting my lunch thing, and then I turn too quick and I knock my mug over with the extra oat milk, and I spill it all over my counter. And I'm like,
I guess I'm just not having coffee today.
I'm just dead. I'm just oh. So I clean it up. It takes me an extra 5-10 minutes to get things ready. I make another cup of coffee, and I'm like, okay, well, I used 2 capsules today. Oh no, I'm wasting my capsules. I go to school, I get my stuff prepped up. I'm like, okay, here we go, ready to go. Getting my papers all ready to start the meetings. It was 10 to 7, up just straight parent meetings. And I take my computer and I knock my mug of coffee over. It spills all over my desk, all over the papers I had prepared for the meeting. I just stood there. I remember just standing there, just and then
so defeated.
It's 10 minutes before the first call. So I'm getting all the coffee on my desk, wiping everything, sanitizing everything, cleaning everything, getting my wet papers all sorted out. So I just had to put on a document or whatever. First call starts at 10 o'clock, and my first break was at 12:20, and I had no caffeine, no caffeine in my system. And I was just it was just thanks for the call. I really appreciate the conversation. If you have any concerns, email me. And it just straight after we finished. And then at 12:20, I thankfully was able to get my caffeine. I got a really steeped green tea from the staff room.
How do you manage to mess up 2 cups of coffee?
It was the most devastating thing. I lost 2 Nespresso capsules. Okay,
You wasted 2. Those aren't cheap.
Those are cheap, guys. I also wasted my oat milk.
That's not cheap either.
I'm trying to live as bougie as I can.
That happened to me once. I was making tea, but I have, those giant, like, David's tea tumblers that are, like, that big?
Yeah.
I had a giant thing of tea, and I was in the morning, I was rushed or something, so I went to, like, turn and grab something, and I punched it over. And it flew across the counter. I was like...
You just didn't want it. That's definitely happened to me when like we made bubble tea and then you like it's in a little like container. Just like I'm just getting things and I actually just like swipe it off like the table.
Tragedy, spilled boba.
Christina, I sent a snap to Christina about it and she was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna get you a thermos because my thermos is like the Starbucks cup with just the lid."
Like the reusable one?
Yeah. So like I don't know. I just like never spilled my coffee. I just decided to spill it twice
In one day.
Oh wait, on the concert day, I had coffee and a kid spilled my coffee that morning.
Oh no!
Anyways,
You're just not meant to have coffee.
I just don't
It's
need
a sign.
caffeine in my life. Anyways, how was your week, Catherine?
My week, what did I do? Not a whole lot during the week, but I was in the truck parade, the local truck parade yesterday. That was super fun.
Nice.
Yeah, so you have to decorate your own trucks and everything. So we went into the store and bought it must have been like $600 or $700 worth of Christmas lights, like a cart full of Christmas lights.
Wait, so what are you gonna do with the lights now?
Put them on the house. There's gonna be a lot of lights. And then you have to you have to string them up on the truck and try and figure out where to put them on this giant dump truck. It's fun. I was the person that was holding the zip ties because
It's
helpful that way. Just standing there
an Asian girl.
I got the zip ties. But it looked really cool because we got those super bright strip neon lights to outline the cab of the truck. It looked so cool.
That's so cute.
And it's so fun just being in the parade because you're sitting there and you're just waving. Everyone's like,
and you're like some kind of celebrity for some
and
reason.
then, and then you honk the truck horn. It's super loud, and the kids are like, "Yeah."
Is this the same parade as when we were in high school, or is it separate?
No, that's different. That was the Santa Claus parade, but this is the Trucking Association parade. So it's just the big.
I love that there's an association. Only on the island.
Big trucks only.
That's hilarious to me. That's so good.
Yeah, I was when I was driving by, I saw a few people I know, and I was just like, why?
Did they recognize you?
I don't know, because you're driving quite fast sometimes, and you're all the way up there, because you know how high those trucks are. So.
You should have just like Queen wave everybody.
Hello.
Oh my gosh. So that happened last night. How long was it? Was it an hour?
The whole thing was 3, I think. So it's 3 hours of me just it's so tired.
That's a lot of trucks.
Your hand is out the window waving, and so your hand gets super cold. In between the bunches of people, I'm just trying to get my hand warm.
Just
I'm massaging my cheeks because my cheeks hurt. I'm
smiling. After, I hope you were just
yeah, it's just
Oh, I used to do that when I worked at As Usual as well. When I waited tables, I would just be I turn around straight face. Oh,
we enjoy our life.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're talking about food today, and so Kath and I decided to actually get food for this podcast. On today's menu, I got classic McDonald's sausage McMuffin with a hash brown. And I got trying it out today, their peppermint mocha.
Ooh, I've had their peppermint hot chocolate, and that's really good.
Okay, that's good. Hopefully it's good.
Please.
Yeah, I need the caffeine. I don't want to spill this coffee.
That's a big coffee, too.
It's a big one. I'm going to take a sip now, or else I'm not going to have any caffeine.
Yeah, do it. I'll just watch you.
Is this it's actually pretty good. Wait, is this a mukbang?
Order 379.
Oh no! Don't look at that. That's personal information. Kidding. Catherine, what do you have on
I
your menu?
have the rival. I have Tim Hortons. I just have a coffee. It's 2 creams, 1 sugar.
2 creams,
In case anyone wants to buy me coffee, it's 2 creams, 1 sugar. I also got hash browns.
Oh, nice. Okay, the real question is, which one's better?
I honestly think McDonald's is better.
Okay, McDonald's and Tim Hortons. If you ever hear this podcast, we are sorry for putting you against each other.
I'm sorry, Timmy's, but McDonald's has better hash browns.
I think that is true. I think also because McDonald's is just so dear to us, we just like it's like a childhood thing, right?
It is very near and dear to us.
But McDonald's and Tim Hortons, if you ever hear us listen to our podcast, if any of you wants to sponsor us, we would gladly just share your food only.
And today's episode is brought to you by McDonald's.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Except we sing it really badly.
Yeah, we sing sweet attitude. It's like try to harmonize, but we can't. Oh my gosh.
That's good. That's good.
Okay, so we're, like Catherine said earlier, we're going to be talking about food because food is honestly our one true love. Food gets me through the difficult days.
Food completes me.
It helps me in the good and in the bad.
But what if the food is bad?
It helps me do the bad. Okay.
I think as Asians, like, food is like a huge part of just us.
Like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is speaking from my experience, but I feel like there's a lot more pride in our food. Like, my list was sorry. Authenticity of, like, our food. And, like, for example, I was talking to Catherine how I've never really had Filipino food. And, like, in Vancouver, they started having some restaurants now. But, like, finding a restaurant that makes your food, like, well, is, like, it's exciting for us.
It really is. Then when you find one that's bad, you just sit there judging it as you're eating. Like, oh, I went one time to a Philippine restaurant with my family, and my mom was just like, oh, I can make this better at home. Like, oh.
My mom the same.
I was like, Mom, just enjoy it. It's good, okay?
How do people do mukbangs? I'm like stopping my mouth with the fruit and trying to talk. like totally. And Victoria has definitely stepped up its food culture game in the last couple of years, like for sure. And like, you know, I of course love Chinese food. Like it's like very comforting and just reminds me of home. But like, you know, Victoria doesn't have the best Chinese food. But still, we would still go out and eat, and my mom literally would be like, I can make it better. And honestly, and she can. The thing is, she can. Like, my mom's an amazing chef. But what's really interesting is that I hear, so when I went to Hong Kong, we went to like eat the food there, and it's delicious. But apparently, like, Richmond is coming on par with the Chinese food, like Hong Kong Chinese food.
Really?
Because so many people move over.
We've had their dim sum, and I definitely...
Okay, I'm just going to insert photos on here. But Catherine and I went... I forgot what it was called, Catherine. But it was across from the Richmond Oval Center. But it was like bougie dim sum. I never realized that there was such thing as bougie dim sum. But it was so good.
It's funny because, like, I just saw it on, like, TikTok, right? And I was like, oh, let's go here. And then we walk in, and you're just like, this place is really fancy.
It was like, do you have a reservation? We're like, no.
And then everyone was speaking Chinese, and I was like, oh.
I was like, no English. Okay, I gotta turn it on now. Check out my language.
Thank goodness you were there.
Oh my gosh. But, like, it was crazy because they were saying, they told me, oh, you're lucky that you have a spot today. Because by the time we got down, it was kind of like people were kind of coming in, but it was like packed by the time we left.
I think it helped that it was only 2 of us and not like a big group. because they just like put us in the corner at the tiniest table.
But I think it definitely has ruined my like expectation of dim sum now. Like Victoria's dim sum is not the best, right? We know that. But that's what we had when we grew up, when I grew up too. And so then when I went to Vancouver, that was like the next level. But then this was like,
It was like,
like you brought some home for leftovers. Like, was it still like pretty good?
it was still good, even like after that. Like,
I still think about you dim sum.
I had, because Costco has the frozen hagao. So
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good.
not bad, but I had that after we had that bougie dim sum, and I was like, oh.
If you go back to Costco, there's a they sell like xiaolong bao, which is like, do you remember when we went to Lee's, they had like the soup buns. They have them in Costco that you can microwave, and they're actually pretty good. So when you're at Costco, pick some up. We actually get some from our house once in a while.
Oh, I should do that. I need to go to Costco.
Costco. But it's yeah. So like, food is definitely a huge part of our culture. Like for me and for you, I believe. And like, it's always like, hey, people are visiting. Let's go eat. Like, hey,
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
When someone's paying for the bill, I see your face. So so I'm just like, you can't see me right now. I'm just
He's like, he's doing the little like
The money.
like hand.
Okay, when the bill comes, there's a fight abrupt come out from the family members.
It doesn't happen. Okay, my family doesn't actually eat out super often, but like when we do, the bill comes out and it's like, snatch, no, snatch.
It's like,
I'll pay.
it's like, I wonder if it's like a pride thing too.
Oh, probably.
You know, like
Yeah.
let me pay for you. I got this. I make
Like-
money.
Yeah, like, oh, I got the money.
But it's like every single time. I'm like, why don't you just like go, like, this time I'll pay, next time you'll pay? No. Apparently my mom's gonna pay for all of them.
And it's always like an insane amount too.
I know, and I'm like, back then, like when we were younger, I'm like, wow, like I don't know we can afford this. You know, like, and but it's like not even just my family, like all Asian uncle aunties.
It's universal
Always.
with Asians, I feel like.
I have a really funny story on that note. This is like our first time we went to Toronto. So this is when I was in grade 10. And this is kind of the first time meeting my cousins. Like my older cousins, the Poons. The Poons, guys, the Poon clan is huge. And we go for food. And Daniel was quick enough to snatch that bill. Okay, snatch that bill. He grabs it and he's just holding up in the air, like holding up in the air. And
He's
our
just like
uncle,
like
no,
this.
he just kind of has it like right there in front of him, like just kind of
Yeah.
like yeah. And my uncle just snatches it out of his hand, and we're like, Daniel, you had one job. And my dad wanted to pay for one meal because we were visiting and because we were the youngest cousins. They were like, you're not paying. You're not paying ever. Don't you dare. Like one time I went to visit myself a couple years later. I was trying to pay and they snatched my credit card away from me.
They're like, child, no.
And they're like, you can pay when you get a job and when we visit you. And I'm like, you're not going to let me pay anytime because I'm literally the baby of the family. But it was like the funniest thing because Daniel was just like, no, I'm so sorry. And my dad was like, oh, we can't let her
That's
pay.
so funny because knowing Daniel, he's just like, no.
But it's also like rude to be like, okay, yeah, go ahead. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
just
Oh my
have to
gosh.
like hold on to that pride and be like, I'm gonna pay.
If you at a dinner were just like, oh yeah, no, you pay, you were just like
You get disowned.
disowned.
You're not part of the family anymore. Can you imagine?
Disowned, just kicked out.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so next question we have here, Catherine, is favorite cuisine. So like, other than like like for me, Chinese food.
Yeah.
Favorite cuisine.
I think it's a tie between. Is it a tie? Yeah, it's a tie between Japanese and Thai. Because sushi. Like,
I agree.
and then Thai food, just like all the noodles and like the curries, and it's all so good.
We love the nudes.
The nudes. Give us the nudes.
Give us the nudes. I I agree.
Fully agree.
I fully agree. I could eat sushi all the time. Like Japanese food has always been like one of my top favorites. And I remember as a kid, like we were once in a while able to get Fujiya once in a while, and that was like a treat for us. And so I think that's probably why too. But Japanese, and other than that, I think Korean food is kind of stepping up now for me. Thai food, I love Thai food, but a lot of Thai food has nuts in it, like peanuts.
Oh, I didn't even
And
think of
so
that. Yeah.
I never really like. I have had it, and it's really tasty, but a lot of times I can't have it because of that.
Oh, that sucks. Because then, yeah, there's a lot of like peanut sauces and stuff too. Oh,
Yeah.
wah,
I'm
wah.
allergic to nuts. If you ever give me gifts, please no nuts. One of my students gave me a giant box of Ferrero Rocher.
Oh,
I know.
no.
I'm like, thank you, but I'll probably give it to like somebody else. But free gifting.
Aw, the thought was there.
Um,
I was gonna say for Korean food, I do like Korean food, but my spice tolerance is like so.
I remember you telling me when you went to Korea.
Yeah, like we went to Korea and there was not a whole lot. Well, it was like limited to what I could eat because like their spice is like real spice, like
Real spicy.
real spice. I basically lived off like 7-Eleven food for a lot of that trip.
Yeah, it's like I had like kimchi is kind of growing on me. I really like kimchi. Like it's a little kick to it, but it's also pretty good, like with rice and everything.
It's good for you too.
And it's like I saw this post, I think, about like Korean food culture and like how a lot of it's just vegetables, and that's why they can like keep like a healthier diet and stuff. And I'm like, that should be a big thing, especially in my household. It's just all meat. All
That's
meat.
the thing too. Like Asians, we love our meat. Like I know Filipino food too. It's always meat. Like there's so much.
What's your favorite meat? Side note. Let's rank them.
Honestly-
Rank beef, pork, chicken, lamb.
I never really. Okay. Oh, this is hard.
Well, just do the three.
I think I want to say chicken is the top one, cause nuggies, chicken, beef, lamb, and then pork. Yeah, I don't know. Pork's always been kind of iffy to me.
Oh, okay.
Maybe I
Why
just
is
haven't
that?
had good pork. I feel like whenever I've had pork, it's always been like super dry. And
Get it.
yeah, I haven't had lamb too often, but I'm sure it's delicious.
My order would be chicken, pork, beef. No, chicken, pork. Nope. I was just like, I guess.
Chicken, pork.
Chicken, lamb, pork, beef.
So you really like lamb.
I just love chicken. And
Duck. I might have to change this. Like,
wait. Okay, so then it would be chicken, duck, lamb, pork, beef.
yeah, I would put duck after chicken too.
Chicken.
so
Wait, no, duck. I'm confused.
Sounds like we're playing duck.
Duck,
chicken, pork.
But so one of the chicken nuggets. I think we have a love for chicken nuggets. But one reason why I don't like beef is when I was a kid, I went to someone's house for dinner and we had steak, and they mistakenly.
I'm leaving. Bye.
Catherine has left. Okay. It's just Josh.
This is Josh now.
Had mistakenly gave me one of their like really rare ones, like blue rare,
no.
rare.
Oh no.
And so I remember like eating it, and like all the juices just exploded in my mouth, and then I like, threw up. So then like I just like remembered that. So then it was really young and like around maybe even high school, I had to have my steak well done. And I know people hate on that, but it's just I couldn't, like, I would just gag.
Like, did you actually threw up?
Yeah, I threw up.
Oh no.
And they're like, "Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry," and then I couldn't eat it anymore, right?
You were just traumatized.
I was just traumatized. But then as I got older, I'm okay with it now. So medium rare is my fave. I'm good with it now. But
Yep.
I still really remember where I sat in the room and like what a steak looked like.
Oh, that's so sad.
Yeah, it's
Throwing
okay.
it from raw steak.
I'm grown from it. I'm stronger now.
He's a strong boy who can eat medium rare steak now.
It just took me 10 years. Oh my god.
Hey everyone, thanks so much for tuning in. If there's anything you want to hear us talk about, let us know. And if you've been enjoying our podcast so far, give us a rate. We appreciate it.
Okay, next is comfort food. Ooh.
Oh, rice.
Just a bowl of rice? Just like white rice?
No, well, just like, in general, just rice with like anything.
Okay, so like just like rice in general, like for a meal, you want some comfort, you just have rice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I think I'm similar. I love a good fried rice. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it just reminds me of home. Like my mom used to make it a lot. My dad started making a lot, like a different kind of version of it a lot, like recently. I always like if I go to like a Chinese restaurant, I usually always get a fried rice dish. Like
Yep.
for sharing, I always get a fried rice dish. Actually, I realized that McDonald's actually is one of my comfort foods. It's not the healthiest.
I thought you were gonna. Okay, I thought you were gonna say McDonald's actually has fried rice. I was like, what? Because
Surprise! Probably in Asia. Like probably.
But you think McDonald's is your comfort food?
Yes, and the reason why I say that is because like when I have a bad day or when I like have finished something, I get McDonald's to treat myself, and I think it's also related to the childhood, like being able to treat like our family had McDonald's once in a while, like very rarely.
Yeah.
And so it kind of reminds me of that. And like I mean, like we would sometimes go and get nuggets just like randomly, like late at night at midnight. One, Victoria has nothing open, but two, it just makes me feel terrible the day after, but it makes me feel really like comforted, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I don't know what else I'm just like thinking about what I eat.
Yeah, like I'm trying to rice.
Eat my sandwich.
Okay.
Try to be quiet.
There's one Filipino food that I've loved since I was a child. It's called Sinigang.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard of it? No. So it's like a soury broth, and then my mom usually makes it. She puts in string beans and pork or shrimp, and then there's like the choys and broccoli, and it's just like so good, especially with rice. Like, oh.
I mean, like the whole Asian culture making like rice and then having things to put in the rice. Okay, I always gotta have that sauce, man. That sauce with that rice.
Live for the sauce.
Live for the sauce.
Get lost in the sauce.
Lost in the sauce. Okay, wait. I had a thought. What's your favorite dish? Like dish or dishes like in like Filipino food? Filipino food.
I think sinigang is definitely my favorite. There is the little tiny meat spring rolls.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good. Those are super addicting. What else?
Wait, I got a question.
Yeah.
What is lumpia?
That's the little tiny meat spring rolls.
I wanted to try it for so long. I see it all the time.
Next
can
time,
you please make some for me when I come back?
Next time, if you're here or if I come visit next, I'll just like make you like a whole spread of Filipino
Please,
food.
can I bring some like frozen ones back?
Yeah. Just the cooler full of frozen Filipino food. What else is there? There's a lot. There's chicken adobo, but I feel like I might lose my Filipino card over this, but like, I'm kind of almost over it. Like I've had it so often that I'm kind of just like, like I'll eat it if like my mom makes it, but I won't like make it for myself if I'm craving Filipino food.
Question. Is there like, have you had like different ranks of chicken adobo? Like, have you had a really good one before? And like, do you know what I mean?
I've had ranks. I'd say more like different versions of it, like different people make it, because I've had it like homemade, like my mom's, which I think is the best, because just that's what I grew up with. And then I've had it from like restaurants, and they're different, but they're all good. I think I've never had. I don't know if there's bougie Filipino food anywhere. I'm sure in like LA or something there must be. I'm sure it's in LA.
I think we should go when you come visit. I want to go to that Filipino place that we walked by. We talked about it. I think it's like
by he's doing the money thing. Are you gonna pay?
Why do I keep doing that?
Is it Max's?
I think so. Yeah. I think we should check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, my turn. Wait.
Yeah.
I'm like, anyways, I'm going crazy. Okay. I think fried rice. I said that earlier. So I'm spoiled in the way that my mom's family makes really good food, and they used to own a restaurant in Windsor, Ontario. I think, if I remember, yeah, Windsor, Ontario. And so, wait, I don't know. They own a restaurant. I don't know. I can't think of it where it was before, but it was very popular. But they basically every dinner, like Christmas dinner, Thanksgiving dinner, like best food I've ever had. Like restaurant, like quality, like yeah. My uncle is also Western trained in his cooking, and so like he always makes the best fusion food.
Oh my gosh.
So like he always makes the best turkey with like sticky rice stuffing.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Like stuff like that. It's like, so like I honestly, like one thing I do miss is like our family dinners, because the food is like, oh,
Can I come to your family dinners?
Some of my friends have. So like Caleb has, Randy has. So like you gotta be next on the list, on the wait list.
Just pencil me
honestly, in. You like have so much good food. And so because of that, like a lot of Chinese food is like okay to me. Like it's like I like to eat it, but my mom's cooking is just like Mama Poon's cooking. You know, my friends know it's delicious.
I want to know.
You know what? I told her maybe we have to say it out loud and it will manifest into the universe.
Okay, yeah.
But I told her this business idea where I said you should just make like packaged meals, because there's a lot of students in Victoria, and you can order for the day of pickup, or you can order like frozen meals, or like, and people would buy it. I told my mom people would buy it. You're used to cooking for a family of 6, but also cooking for 8 because we have 4 boys. So this wouldn't be like anything difficult, but I think like my friends like Catherine and Christina and whatever would definitely buy it.
100%.
Right?
I will drive down to Victoria to pick that up.
Like, can you imagine just like getting like a platter thing of like beef brisket, like pork belly, right? I told her that she should do that. Anyways, but yeah, like, so I guess for me, my favorite dish is one of my mom's. There's 2 of them. One of them is called yin yang fan, which is like yin yang rice. So like basically like a plate of rice split in the middle. One is like a cream sauce and one's like a ketchup-ish sauce. So usually on the cream sauce is like chicken, and on the ketchup sauce is like shrimp and like seafood. But it's like one of my favorite.
I've never heard of that. That's cool.
She makes it every time I come home, which is kind of really cute, really sweet. And the other one was like related to the restaurant thing, where so at the restaurant they made these dishes that they stopped making because they made it for years. They're probably so tired of it. But we had one night for a dinner where they made stuff from the restaurant. So they showed us a menu, and it was really, really cool. And like this is like kind of seeing a glimpse of my mom's life that we never like. This has been my dad and her were dating. Like my grandpa loved my dad. He thought he was a really sweet guy, and he would give him extra food. Like this is like the dating scene of my parents, right? Like we never talk about this, so it was such a cool thing to like talk about and see. And so they made something sweet and sour ribs. Like, so you know sweet and sour pork, but sweet and sour ribs, so tender, comes off the bone, like, and they never made it. And I was like in university. And I said, "You never made this for us." She's like, "Yeah, it's just, it takes a lot of time and whatever." But it was so tasty. I mean, hopefully you can try it one day. But now she makes it once in a while, and I'm just like, she like, even when I come home, she always freezes it for me. So I have like one in my freezer.
That sounds delicious. I want to try that yin yang rice.
Okay, you know what? I'm gonna ask my mom if you could come over for dinner when I come back.
Poon, please.
Do it. It's so tasty.
I'll bring some Filipino food too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Wait. Okay. This is like a funny question. I don't know if you have ever experienced this, but high school lunches. So when you went to school and you brought your food to school, like for me, I had a lot of my food was in thermoses. So like fried rice and dumplings and all that stuff. Did you ever make it like bring Filipino food to school and or have people ever commented on it?
In high school, my mom left me to fend on my own for lunches in high school. So half the time I didn't bring a lunch. Sad times. So a lot of the time my lunches in high school were just like sandwiches that I would make. But in elementary school, she would make my lunches. I don't think people ever really commented on it. There was one time I remember it was a snack. You know those little shrimp crackers? Mm-hmm. One time, I brought those, and my white friend back then was just like, "What is that? Can I try it?" So I gave her one, and she bit into it, and she was like, "Ugh, it's so gross!" And I was sitting there like, "Oh." And she like threw it away and like spat it out, and I was like, "Oh, rude." As a child.
So when I was in middle school, so elementary is just kind of more just sandwiches, kind of like what in high school for you. In middle school, it was like we were able to like bring fried rice and like dumplings and stuff in our thermos. And what was like I had like sometimes comments about, "Oh, that stinks," or like smells bad or whatever. But it was fine because I had friends like Caucasian and Asian that both were like, "This is delicious." You shut up. Like they would trade food to me. Like my friend Damen. Hey Damen, what's up? He literally had like these really good Korean like style sandwiches, and I would trade him my fried rice for his sandwiches. Back then, I thought having Baby Bell, like the cheese, was so bougie.
I still think that. I think that right now. I didn't know Baby Bell was a thing until like I was like older, because Asians just don't buy that stuff.
And so the thing is, we got actually like in the summer, someone gave us a bag of Baby Bell cheese, and I remember being so excited as an adult because I'm like, "Oh, I can finally have the cheese." But the sad thing is, Catherine, that I became lactose intolerant 2 years ago, and so did I eat it? Yes.
They make lactose-free ones. It's blue, I think. I found them at Walmart, so you can still have. I don't know if they taste different from the original, but you still get the like wax that you can peel.
Why did you tell me sooner? I had some painful days.
I didn't know you were into Baby Bell.
I was so excited. My parents were like, "Why are you so excited about these cheese little things?" I'm like, "Mom, you don't know. I didn't get snacks as a kid. My friends had the snacks. All I had was your fried rice."
Yeah, well, it's because I would go to school and my friends would be unwrapping those Baby Bells with the cool wax, and I was like, "What is that? I want it."
I want it.
But I can't because I'm also lactose intolerant.
Sad.
Struggles.
But like, it was just, I think like definitely I had some like comments about it, but like I luckily had friends who were like, "This is delicious." Like, you are missing out.
I know sometimes like at work, I'll be like, because I don't care anymore now, so I'll just bring like Asian food to work, and in the microwave I'll be like, wonder if this stinks. Take it out. Because
The whole
at work, there's like these signs at work on the microwaves that have like that little like no symbol, and there's like a fish. Like one time I did bring fish, and I was like, screw it, I'm just gonna do it. I eat what I want.
The whole office smells
Sorry,
like chicken adobo.
guys. Sorry.
Sorry, guys. You know what's really funny and weird that I think about it now? That bubble tea, when I think I remember, like back then, no one really knew about it. Like only the Asians knew about what bubble tea was, and there was like maybe not a negative stigma around it, but like people, like some people, a lot of my friends thought it was gross. I mean, no, they're not my friends, my classmates, not my friends anymore.
Yeah.
But they thought it was gross.
What's gross about it? Is it
kinda
the
sad.
boba?
I think so, the texture of the boba.
Yeah.
But now it's like everyone loves it. Like everyone loves bubble tea. It's everywhere in Victoria and Vancouver. Like,
Oh my
but back
gosh.
then, I remember like bubble tea was only in Vancouver. Like we would go to Vancouver and get bubble tea from Yao Han.
And it was only Asians.
Yeah, only Asians. And I still go to this same place as an adult because it's comfort for me.
It's
had a
very good
comfort
too. It's very good, that place you go to.
Oh my gosh, right? Oh, it's crazy.
But yeah, even in Victoria, I noticed just in the past like year, so many different bubble tea places have opened up. Like it's crazy the amount that have shown up. It's great because I love bubble tea. But like wow, there's a lot.
Great for our comfort, bad for our wallets.
Their stomachs because dairy.
Do I still have it? Yeah.
That brown sugar one, oh, it's so good, but it's just milk.
Literally just milk. Okay. Oh my gosh! Wow, we're so good. We're at already 40-something minutes. Wow, we're
Pretty good.
Please keep listening to us. So, last couple things here. What are some foods that you used to hate but now love, and vice versa?
I have a lot.
Oh,
I was kind of picky. Do you want to go first?
okay. I need to think about mine. Do you have some already?
Okay, so what is it I used to hate, but now, well, I wouldn't say love necessarily. I used to absolutely hate mustard as a child,
Oh,
but now I'll eat it. Not a lot of it. It has to be like the honey mustard, like the sweeter, like I think what I don't like is the like super vinegary, like bright yellow mustard. Like that is just like
there are like honey mustards that are too yellow mustard taste, and some of them that are sweeter. You know what I mean? Like McDonald's had a really good honey mustard, and they changed it.
what restaurant is that? Is it Burger King? Burger King has a good honey mustard.
Maybe I should try Burger King.
It looks pretty legit. What else? Oh, pickles.
So you like them or don't?
I used to like hate them, and now I'll eat them. It also has to be a specific kind of pickle. Like
What kind of pickle?
I don't like the sweet ones, but there's some that are more like vinegary.
So you like the vinegary one?
Yeah.
But you don't like the vinegary of the mustard?
Like the pickles that like come, the pickles you get in like a McDonald's burger.
Yeah.
No, gross. No. But like we gotta. Well, they're kind of gross. Sorry.
I used to eat them last.
I'll give you my pickles. Gross.
Is this ASMR show?
I think so. Hi guys.
Hi guys, welcome to our podcast.
I don't like pickles.
How dare you?
What else? There's more.
Probably so much. Like your taste must change so much when you grow
Yeah.
older, right?
Tomatoes.
Oh yeah.
used to not like
always eat
tomatoes. Yeah. I'll eat them cooked, and I'll eat like cherry tomatoes.
See,
But,
that's the thing that's weird to me is that you don't like regular tomatoes, but cherry tomatoes is full of juice, and that's like what a lot of people don't like.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. I'll have them in like pastas and stuff. They're not as bad if you cut them in half because they don't explode in your mouth. Maybe it's more like a sensation thing too. Like, I just don't like having things explode in my mouth. But yeah, I also give you my tomatoes,
Yeah,
big
you
ones in the
always do.
burgers.
You and
Oh, and,
Christina.
and onions.
Yeah.
Just okay. It's just like a raw. Maybe I just don't like things raw. Because I'll eat cooked onions.
Oh my gosh.
I
Okay.
have problems.
So, it's funny enough is that I was not a picky eater as a kid, and that's the reason why they call me piggy because I ate anything. And there's a lot of things that go on in my brain when I'm called a pig now, but
We're
let's
just,
not talk about that. That's the reason why we talked about that in episode 2. Check it out. But because of, like, I mean, it's a good thing because then my mom could just make me anything. It was like never really a big issue. Like, I know some of my brothers are pickier than I am, so, but I don't like bitter melon. That's the one thing I think about is I don't like bitter melon, and they're like, oh, the taste will grow on you when you get older. I still don't like it.
I agree. I've tried it so many times, thinking, okay, maybe I'll like it this time, and it's still like,
It literally is bitter melon. Like, it's really just bitter.
yeah.
Like, why do people like
It's in the
this?
name.
Why do you need this in your life? But I think, like, in terms of, like, pickiness, there are foods that I just don't like because it makes me remember a bad time with it.
Oh, okay,
Like,
yeah.
do you know, like, I don't know if you've ever had those, like, taro root cakes? Like, they're, like, pan-fried, very, like,
Oh, are they
savory.
squishy? Are they squishy?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes they have, like some little bit of meat and, like, stuff in it, and I don't know why, but it makes me gag. And, like, I don't remember specifically why. It may have just been, like, one time I was sick and I ate it and threw up.
Mm-hmm.
But there's just some foods that I can't eat because of that. So sometimes I can't eat hot dogs. Similar thing. And also, if I smell, like, barbecue fumes, I get nauseous. And I don't know why. And I think I don't know, maybe there's something deeper to that. But I don't know.
There's
I
a
don't
deeper
know.
thing to this that we need to unravel.
Like, I would walk in the neighborhood, I would smell it, and I feel nauseous.
That's so weird.
And then I feel nauseous for, like, a day. Like, it's really weird.
What about hot dogs? What happened with hot dogs?
I don't know. And, like, I had, like, Costco hot dogs are fine.
Oh.
But, like, I've had, like, someone made a hot dog, like boiled the hot dog in water, whatever, and then I had it, and it just gagged. Like, just felt, like, really nauseous for, like, a whole day. And so it's on and off, but Costco hot dogs has always been fine. So I don't know.
That's
I don't
weird.
know.
That's weird.
He's really weird.
That's a weird thing.
In terms of, like, loving to hate, I don't think I have any, like I don't hate any food,
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, it's that chicken adobo. I don't hate it, but it's just like,
You just
I've had
so
it too much.
right?
Yeah. I'm kind of over it.
Anything that you've always wanted to try?
There's so many things. There's a lot of like European food I want to try because I've never had a lot of it. Like growing up, I just basically ate Filipino food, like Asian food in general.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's like, I want to try a bunch of like German food or like, I don't know, Polish.
There's some
What
good
else? Like-
German places here. I could bring you when you come visit. Yeah, it's tasty. I think for me, I just want to try like the authentic like Japanese food, and authentic Korean food, because like I've had like really good food here, but I don't know what it like should taste like, quote unquote.
Yeah.
So I think for me, that's generally it. Like I really want to try Wagyu beef.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like,
Yeah.
but like for me, it's like I've seen it in like, for example, is it nori in Nanaimo? Like I've seen it on menus, but I'm like, I think I need to try it like there.
Yeah, you actually have to go to Japan and have it.
Yeah, exactly. Any food quirks?
I think those are all my weird things with like tomatoes and pickles. Other than that, oh, this morning I was thinking I was having breakfast and I was having some eggs and some toast. And this only happens to me with eggs, but I'll just be like sitting there, just like, eating my egg. And then I'll just feel super nauseous all of a sudden. And then I can't eat the egg anymore.
What?
It's only eggs. Does it happen to you?
That's really weird.
I don't know. It's really weird.
That is really weird.
I'll just sitting there and I'm just like, ugh. Not egg.
Oh wow, these are yummy eggs. Just kidding. Like,
But apparently, I've seen it. I've seen TikTok videos where it happens to other people too. So it's not just me.
Is it like an allergy sensitivity thing then?
It's not that I have like a reaction. It's just like I'm just like, oh, this is kind of gross now. I feel kind of nauseous.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. But eggs are delicious.
You eat it like, say you had like scrambled eggs. I don't know, and then you eat like 2 bites, and then suddenly you just get nauseous.
Yeah. But it's not. It doesn't happen every time. I don't know. Maybe it's too early
with hot dogs.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know. Body's weird. I got
Bodies are
allergic
weird.
to shrimp like when I was like 16, and I still eat it all the time. Dim sum's all shrimp. I gotta eat it. Whatever. It makes me sick, but I
I
don't
didn't
care.
even think about that when we went for dim sum. Oh my gosh. You're just sitting there eating shrimp that you're allergic to.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well, we are gonna go into our game now. So we're just gonna cut the video now. Okay, let's get this
I
started
sat
out.
there across from you while you ate shrimp and you could have had a reaction. I'm just sitting there eating my bougie dim sum.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, did you know we have an Instagram? If you want to see our beautiful faces, we also have a YouTube where we post video versions of the pod. You can check us out on both at RiceWashed Podcast.
All right, welcome back. We decided that today we're gonna play. Oh no, my microphone.
Chaos!
Chaos. I'm sorry. Okay. We are going to play some games to see. This is just chaotic for some. See how Asian we are. So, I think Catherine and I like saw a video somewhere where like people were like, "How Asian are you?" and you put your fingers down. Or we played that in high school a lot. I feel like we played that kind of game a lot in high school.
Yeah. Oh yeah, actually.
Yeah. And then I also found some random BuzzFeed quizzes. And maybe if you want to play along with us, we can read you the title of them and you can do it with us. I think that'd be kind of fun. Okay, so we are going to start off with the most important question of the day. Everyone is a type of dumpling. Which one are you?
Dun dun dun.
Oh my gosh. Okay. First, which adjective best describes you? Sweet, reliable, bold, unique, empathetic, cheerful.
Oh, it's a lot.
I think I'm gonna click empathetic.
Okay.
What did you pick?
Oh my gosh.
I kind of random too, so.
What? I don't know. I'd pick the same thing.
Okay. Pick a comfort food. I hope you guys like my announcer voice. Ramen, chicken katsu, lo mein. I said it in Chinese. Lo mian. Mean, man. Lumpia, pad thai, udon.
I'm impressed that they have lumpia on there.
That's actually really very inclusive.
Wow. Aw. That's great.
Okay. My comfort food would be a udon, like a soup udon specifically.
You know I'm picking lumpia. You know.
I gotta stay to your culture.
Gotta represent.
Represent. Next question. You're going out to eat with friends. Which best describes you? 1. The one who can't decide what to order. The one who shows up 20 minutes late. The one who keeps asking to try everyone else's food. The one who's too afraid to ask for water refills. The one who posts their food to their Instagram story. The one who orders a little bit of everything.
I think we all know which one we are.
Which one?
The Instagram.
Yeah. Are we the same dumpling? Okay. Next one is pick a Pokemon. Squirtle, Eevee, Bulbasaur, Pikachu, Mudkip, and Psyduck.
Oh,
My first thought is Eevee. That's mine.
Mudkip's the Psyduck's really funny too. Mudkip's also really cute.
But which one is you?
Oh, right. Which one am I? I like
I picked Evie. I don't think that's me. I just like
my
Evie.
Kip's really cute too. Okay.
Okay, next, order an entree. Kung Pao chicken, chow mein, adobo, pad see ew, sushi, and bibimbap.
See, I want to pick adobo, but I'm over it. Ooh, bibimbap.
Sorry to all those Filipinos out there.
Oh, I don't know, sushi or
Oh, this
bibimbap.
is an entree. This is an entree. I will get the chow mein because it's like,
I think. Yeah. You're sticking to your roots.
yeah.
I want to go
Which one do
bibimbap.
you pick?
Bibimbap.
Nice. Ooh, pick a dipping sauce. Sweet and sour, soy ginger, peanut, teriyaki, chili oil, or plum sauce. Sweet and sour is my thing.
You definitely want peanut.
Oh, yes, for the spice and for the adrenaline.
Chili oil. I actually really like chili oil.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Good.
Finally, how do you like your dumplings cooked? Boiled, deep fried, pan fried, or steamed? Ooh, the different ones. I think I like it for different things.
Yeah, right? What kind of dumplings are we talking about? I think generally, though,
For me, generally steamed.
steamed, yeah. Generally.
I got my result. I don't know what this is. I am bowsy. Like these
I
dumplings,
thought-
you're sweet
I
and an
thought that
absolute
too.
delight to spend with. You're naturally kind and cheerful, as well as ambitious and full of surprises. Others sometimes underestimate you, but you always blow them off with your hidden talents.
Bao-Z? Is that the actual name? It's not just
Yeah.
Bao? Oh.
Bao, Baozi.
We're a couple of Bowsies.
Did you get that too?
I got Bowsy too.
Oh my gosh, we're the same dumpling.
Cute. Look at the picture. It's like a perfect steamed.
Perfectly
Bao.
steamed bun. That was fun. Okay,
Good to
Catherine, would you
know.
like to do yours now?
Good to know. Okay, do you want me to do a quiz or my little list thing?
You choose.
Let's do a quiz again. Ooh, should we do... Where are we here? The ramen. Let's do the ramen one.
Read the title, please.
Oh, it's the loading. There we go. Okay, so this quiz is build a bowl of ramen and we'll reveal a deep truth about you.
So hilarious.
So, oh, why is it not loading? First, pick a base. You have miso, tonkatsu, shio, and shoyu.
Oh.
Oh, it's tough.
I like a good miso.
Yeah,
I like a good miso.
I think I'm gonna go with the tonkatsu. Okay, next question. Now choose some noodles. We have classic ramen, udon, soba, and rice noodles.
You know what I'm picking?
Oh, I know what you're picking.
What are you gonna pick?
I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with the classic. The classic.
Good
ramen.
classic, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Do you want to add any oil? Sesame oil, olive oil, chili oil, or I'm good, as in no oil.
I am going with sesame oil.
I think for ramen, yes. I'm gonna do the same. Next question. Now it's time for some protein. Choose one. Tofu, chicken, beef, shrimp tempura, pork, or none. I've
Oh.
never had chicken and ramen before.
I haven't either. And so because of that, although probably would pick chicken, I think I will go pork for this one.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna go with both. The beef.
I was like, what's both? I don't see that option.
Both. Next question. Don't be shy, add some veggies. I just pick one. Green onions, corn, mushrooms, bean sprouts.
Oh.
Oh, I want them
add-
all though.
But this is ramen. This is ramen, though.
Bean sprouts and ramen?
Oh, that's in the file, man.
What?
This is weird. Who made this?
I'm gonna.
If this was ramen, I would add either corn or green onions.
I think I'm gonna pick green onions.
Green onions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
What?
oh, that's good.
Okay. Next question. You deserve a fancy topping. Go on, pick one. Eggs, Narutomaki,
Naruto?
seaweed. Yeah, I was like Naruto, or nothing.
Eggs, of course. Gotta add the egg, man.
Soft. Is it soft boiled? Soft boiled only.
It better
Oh,
be.
the seaweed though. Oh, these are all
Seaweed's good, too.
delicious. But yeah, the egg. We're just gonna have the same thing again.
For the same person.
Okay, finally, grab a bowl to serve your masterpiece in. So there's a blue ceramic bowl, a wooden bowl, and a black bowl with the red inside.
Black bowl with a red
Or
inside.
last option, I'm choosing violence, eating it straight out of the pot.
No, I always have to have it in a bowl. I can't eat it from the pot.
Yeah, I don't know. That bowl reminds me of restaurants because the restaurants always have that bowl.
Yeah. That reminds me of the restaurant.
Yeah, I like the wooden one though. I'll pick the wooden one.
Oh my gosh. It's too accurate.
Why is it? Okay, what is it?
You have big dreams, but are scared to take risks.
That's what
You're
I thought.
ambitious, hardworking, and have a big imagination. You dream of taking trips to faraway cities, meeting new people, and having grand adventures. But you often talk yourself out of new experiences because you're afraid to leave your comfort zone. Don't be scared to try something new.
Josh. Well, you know what you have to do now.
What?
You gotta take risks.
What did you get?
The same thing,
Oh my god.
of course.
Do you feel that way though?
I don't know. I'll do stuff.
I feel like you're a more bigger risk taker than I am.
I risk it for the
Risk it
biscuit.
Oh my gosh. We hang out too much. Okay. We're gonna do the next quiz. Okay, the quiz is titled, "Okay guys, it's time for the ultimate Asian food showdown." Dun, dun, dun. Do you have it open, Captain? Okay. Would you rather chili crab or sundubu jjigae?
Pickles.
Sorry for all my Korean friends.
The Korean
out
people
there. Oh.
are like,
He is incorrect.
I've never had chili crab before, but it looks absolutely delicious.
I have not now had any of these, so I think I'm going to do it purely on appearance.
So,
I love crab, so I'm going to do the chili crab.
oh, okay. And what?
Oh, there's a percentage thing.
Chili crab won by 53%. Sundubujige got 47.
To all our Korean fans,
I'm
we
so
apologize.
sorry.
Okay, would you rather momos or like I guess there's like dumplings or baos or prawn tempura? Ooh.
Why are they called momos? That's so
I
cute.
don't know. Apparently that's a
I've
thing.
never heard of that.
I've never heard of it either.
Oh, that's adorable. Okay.
I love deep fried food.
I know.
That's like my weakness.
Yeah.
So I think if I would have to eat one of these two, I'm sorry to my culture, but I think I would have prawn tempura.
I picked the same thing. And it's the same percentages now.
It's the same thing. Momos have 53% and 47% on prawn
I
tempura.
can't take a momo seriously.
Okay, this one. Would you rather summer rolls or samosas?
Oh,
I first instinct is summer rolls.
but I also really like samosas too. What am I feeling? Samosas, yes.
Okay, samosas 56% and summer rolls 44%. Ooh, next one. Would you rather ramen or bibimbap?
Oh. I'm
I'm going with ramen.
gonna go bibimbap.
And 77%
jeez.
ramen, 23%
Guys,
bibimbap.
bibimbap
This is a
team.
competition.
Come
This
on
is
now.
Ooh, okay. Would you rather tandoori chicken or chicken satay?
Is tandoori chicken East Indian?
Yes.
Yeah.
I've never really had that before. Chicken satay, I love satay, but sometimes a lot of it has peanuts in
You
it.
can see the peanut sauce in the picture.
But like the satay by itself without the peanuts.
I'm
So I'm
picking.
gonna go with chicken satay.
Me too.
Oh yes, 61% chicken satay. Oh my gosh, this is a long quiz.
So much food. Oh, there's a Filipino food there.
What is that?
Okay, so the
Can
next
you
one
explain
is
what a
would you
turon is?
rather mochi or turon? So it's basically you take you slice a banana in half and you roll it in like brown sugar and you roll it up in a spring roll wrapper and you deep fry it.
That sounds
It's
delicious.
so good.
Okay, you have to show me the Filipino food.
Yes.
I really want to try
Yeah.
it.
Well, that obviously.
Okay,
Yeah. Picking that.
should we do a couple more on this because there's a lot on
Yeah,
this quiz?
we'll do a
You can
couple
see
more.
Let's do 2 more. Would you rather fish head curry or pho?
Did you pick for the other one?
Oh, sorry, I picked mochi because I haven't had to try the other one
Dare you
before.
pick the other one? How dare-
Catherine has left. The
I know you've
podcast
never had
again.
it, but how dare you not pick it? Okay,
Would you rather fish head curry or pho?
fish head curry. That sounds delicious.
I've never had fish head curry, but it sounds delicious. I think I would have pho because it's very comfort food.
I agree.
Oh, 92%
my gosh.
pho.
We should try fish head curry. I'm curious now.
Let's do it. Okay, last one. Pad Thai or nasi goreng?
Okay, that looks like fried rice.
Looks like fried rice.
Looks Malay
I feel like this is probably Singaporean,
or Malaysian?
maybe.
I don't know.
Malaysian, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, because I haven't had it, I will pick Pad Thai.
because I love pad thai. I am picking pad thai.
80%.
Yeah,
The majority. Therefore, we win. You see, I'm very competitive.
it's like a poll. Josh is like, no, I'm winning.
Okay, our last little game. Catherine.
I have a little game. So we are going to play Put a Finger Down, Asian edition.
I want you all to play along, and if you are following us on our social media, like on Instagram, I want you to comment what you got too.
Please, we want to know.
Please interact with us.
This is
We
going
would
to
love that.
determine whether you guys keep your Asian card or not.
We stopped the podcast and we realized we are Asian now.
Like, oh, sorry guys, we're a failure.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Oh no. Okay. Usually they do 10 fingers. Yeah, there's more than 10 here, so we'll see.
Wait, how many are there?
So I guess the more fingers you have, the more Asian. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 16.
Okay,
I
so the
can't
more
count.
your fingers you have, the more Asian you are.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel like you have to have at least half to be full Asian.
So at least 8.
Okay,
Yeah. Okay, ready? I'm gonna use one hand because I'm holding my phone in the other hand. First one. Put a finger down if you've had bubble tea in the past week. I haven't. Okay,
Aw.
bubble tea here where I am is weak, so I don't even bother.
that's fair. That is not your fault. You would.
I would. I definitely would. Next one. Put a finger down if you have a good spice tolerance.
Like, I say no. I'm like good with spice, but not like, you know.
Yeah, okay. Put a finger down if you're lactose intolerant. Sadly, puts. Josh is still in denial that he is lactose intolerant. It's been years,
so
and
sad.
he's still sad about it. Put a finger down if your parents force you to play a musical instrument.
Trauma.
Piano. I've forgotten everything now, though.
I forgot that you actually learned piano.
I did. I was young, and then put a finger down if you ever have forgotten to defrost the chicken or cook rice before your parents got home.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Was it chicken or rice, or was it both?
It was rice.
Yeah.
We had dinner later that night.
Oh no. I feel like I've done both. Oops, sorry. Put a finger down if you, we're not in school, if you currently have a B plus or lower in a class. So I guess your last class.
I mean, I think I've had it before, so
Yeah.
I'll put it down.
We're a disgrace. Sorry. It's called Asian, not Bijan.
Yeah, we're Ephesians.
Put a finger down if your parents ever wanted you to be a doctor, lawyer, or any career with a salary of at least 100,000.
That's the one thing I'm glad my parents were never like that.
Yeah, thank goodness. Put a finger down if you've been told you look like a K-pop idol.
Yep.
You with your permed hair now.
My permed hair. And even when I was younger without the permed hair, some people thought I was Korean.
Oh.
Yeah, really weird.
Put a finger down if your best subject in school is math. See, they say that Asians are good at math. That's a lie, and not all Asians.
I
Especially
was
me.
okay at it. It wasn't my best subject.
Oh my gosh, numbers hurt my brain. Put a finger down if you currently have a stash of plastic bags in your house.
Save the environment.
Yep.
Save the environment.
Save the turtles. Yep.
Yeah.
Next one. Put a finger down if your parents said you couldn't date until college.
Yep.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Really? Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Put a finger down if there's rice in your rice cooker right now.
Oh, really? That's so good.
I'm saving it for fried rice later.
Oh my god. Yes.
Put a finger down if your parents compare you to other people.
All the
All the
time.
time.
I mean, now that two of my brothers are married and one has a child.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. You're the bebe.
Oh my god.
Put a finger down if you always shop for things on sale. I generally, yes.
Yes,
Generally,
I go to the clothing store, I go straight to the sale rack.
Put a finger down if you have instant ramen in your house.
Do I just raise my finger back up? Okay, yeah.
Okay, I was like, wait, what? Put a finger down if your parents overfeed you but then call you fat.
Trigger.
Every day. Okay. This is the last one. Put a finger down if you've watched anime.
I got 13.
I got 11. So
We're Asian.
we're
We can
pretty
stay on the
Asian.
podcast.
Yay! We don't have to quit the podcast.
We don't have to get canceled. That was fun. I miss doing BuzzFeed quizzes. I feel like I remember doing them a lot when I was younger.
I used
Just
to
for fun.
have the app on my phone, and I would just sit there and do quizzes.
Spend hours on it. Like this is like before I would spend time on like Instagram. I would just do random funny quizzes and send them to you guys. Anyways, thank you everybody for joining in to our 4th episode. We really appreciate all your support, and it's been kind of fun just doing this and hearing some of my friends talking about it, and we would love for you to interact with us more. So just make sure to comment below. Let us know what you like. What do you want to hear? What tea do you want? What's
your favorite
else
food?
What's your favorite
Just
food?
tell us about food, and we'll be happy.
Yeah, please tag us in all the good food places. And we will gladly go. But yeah, that's it for today's episode. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye. Hey, listeners. Have you been enjoying our podcast so far and would like to see some bonus content? Or want to support Catherine and I on our podcast in a different way? We have a Patreon. You can become one of our patrons by going to patreon.com/RiceWashed We'd like to give a big shout out to our first patron, Aaron. Thank you so much for your support. We really appreciate you. So stay tuned as we are working on some bonus content that will be coming out soon. See you next week.